everyone. Welcome to the OrtoTech Garage. My name is Keith. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about having a great experience at the auto repair shop. I think we've all heard these horror stories about, went into the auto shop and this happened and that happened and it had such a terrible experience and the mechanics were horrible and this is a theme that seems to resonate. Obviously when somebody has a bad experience, they tell 20 people versus if they have a good experience, they maybe tell one. So I don't think this is the norm. I think this is the outlier. And I want to give you some tips, like surefire tips from an industry insider, somebody that owns multiple auto repair shops. What's it going to take for you to go to a repair shop and have some confidence that you're getting great service, honest service, competent service, getting your car fixed properly the first time, and walking out feeling like you spent the appropriate amount of money on the repairs or service that you received? Let's get into it. The first and most important step to getting some quality auto repair service is simple. It's just choosing the correct auto repair shop. Talk to you a little bit about what it's going to take to find that person if you haven't got them already. The most important thing you can do is find somebody that's been in business for a while. I think that's going to be the first step. Some of these guys that are operating auto shops may be only around for a year or so and then they disappear. That's going to be a big problem for you, especially if you're looking to get some warranty work done down the road, something like that. I'm not saying there's not good guys out there that are just getting started in this business. That's definitely not the case. But a lot of times if you're looking for somebody new to provide service for you, you want to find somebody that's got a little bit of history in the community, somebody that's got some reviews that you can read. You want to get some positive feedback, whether it's online or through word of mouth. And that's really hard to do for somebody that's a brand new entrepreneur. Definitely possible. Just trying to give you guys the best tips I can here. The other thing that you want to look for too are some certifications. You want to make sure that the technicians that are working on your car have some kind of certification. Now, guys, this is not the end-all, be-all for qualified auto mechanics. I know a lot of great technicians that don't have any certifications, but generally speaking, it requires an extra step, an extra unrequired step for automotive technicians to go and get certified. Got to pass a series of exams and things to demonstrate minimum level of knowledge and expertise. You have to have a certain amount of experience to even be able to take some of these certification exams. So it just shows you that your technician that's working on your car has put the extra effort in. Okay, so I'm just trying to give you some general guidelines here. If you can find a technician that's been certified, if the shop has some technicians in there that are certified, certainly all the guys in the shop will generally work together. I know they do in my shop. As long as you've got some people in there that seem to care about what they're doing and know what they're doing, that's a step in the right direction. Another thing you want to look for after you check a shop for reviews and you get feedback from the community, recommendations from friends, you want to look for a shop that may be certified by AAA. So shops that are AAA certified generally have to undergo a pretty extensive background check, and also they call through your entire database. They make a percentage of calls to random clients and they want to get feedback on the quality of service they received before they'll certify you to be a AAA certified repair shop. If you can find somebody with that qualification, they've already been vetted, and it's definitely a step in the right direction. Does that mean they're all perfect? Absolutely not. But again, we're just trying to talk about some general information, how to choose the correct repair shop. This is one of the steps you can look at. Another thing you might want to do is contact your Better Business Bureau, see if there's any outstanding complaints, things that haven't been addressed, or if you got a laundry list of complaints against a particular place, I'd say maybe just stay away from them. Every place is going to have a complaint once in a while. That's not what you're looking for, especially if you do a lot of volume. You can't please everybody 100% of the time. We all understand that. We all have jobs and customers that just you'd rather go through your day without. But I can tell you, if you can find a shop that's got great history with the Better Business Bureau, one that's AAA certified, one that has ASE certified technicians, one that's been in business a long time, your friends and neighbors are referring them, and on top of that, they've got some longevity in business. Those are all great starts for finding a reputable repair shop. All right, here's the next step in this process. After you've selected a repair shop, it's critically important that when you come into the auto repair shop that you effectively communicate everything to them, okay? Especially if this is your first visit, we don't know anything about you. We're trying to establish a relationship here, And we want to know all the history about your car. We want to know how long you've had it, who are the drivers. This type of information really helps us kind of narrow in on problems sometimes. Don't be bashful. Don't be afraid to talk to us and let us get to know you. You get to know us. This is a relationship here. This is something that should last long term. I've got clients that have been with me for 25 years. They've been with me so long, I'm working on their kids' cars now. This is a long-lasting thing, and we really want to get to know you. We want to get to know your vehicle. Please communicate everything with us. If you've had things done to the car somewhere else, we just need to know that. If you've had some work done previously and you're having a problem in the same issue, any of these things, this is a step in the right direction all the time. The more information you give us, the easier it is for us to provide you this quality service that you're looking for, okay? There's no reason to have any hidden details or secrets or any of these things. Your personal secrets you can keep to yourself. About your car, we want to know all the details, okay? All the nitty-gritty. It just really helps us be super effective in diagnosing and repairing and maintaining your vehicle when we know the history. Once we've got a history with you, we've obviously got all this stuff in the records, or we got to know you, then it just makes the dropping off your vehicle as simple as throwing the keys at us and saying, hey, give me a call when you figure out what's wrong with it. We'd love to get to that point with you. Once you find that established repair shop that you're comfortable bringing it to, come in, build a relationship with us. Don't hold back any of the information on the vehicle. Let's have it all. Let's make sure we get you on a proper maintenance schedule so we know everything that needs to be done. We can effectively communicate with you all the services that might be up and coming in the future so you can budget for them, prepare for them. We want to be able to provide that level of service for you where you know exactly what's going on and what's coming down the pipe. All right, I'm going to give you my third tip here. This one is important. You want to have a great experience at the auto repair shop. You want no surprises, okay? The way you do this most effectively is you want to get a written estimate with all the details on it. You want to make sure that you've been communicated to by the service advisor, by the technician, exactly what's wrong with the car, why it needs the things it needs, and what value it might provide to you to go ahead and do those things. And then the last part of that is if you can get some sort of a visual confirmation, whether it's photos, videos, or walking through the car in person, this is really going to help solidify the things that you need in your mind. And it's also going to hold your technician and your mechanic accountable for demonstrating you what really needs to be done and then explaining it to you as well, okay? And then obviously, like I said first, is you're going to get this estimate in writing for all the things that you talk about. When you put things in writing, it really changes a lot because there's no more he said, she said. There's no more, oh, you told me it was going to be this and it's this. I know in our shops we have a complete digital system. You're getting photos, you're getting videos, you're getting everything in writing right to your phone. And we have 100% transparency. We don't want anybody having any questions after you've approved some work. We want you to know exactly what you're approving. We want you to know why you're approving it and what value it provides to you. This is really important. When you do these things, you leave no surprises for later, okay? This is where you're getting all the information you need and everybody's communicating on a two-way basis. This bilateral communication is fantastic. You're going to have such a great experience when you come to pick up your car and the bill is exactly what they told you it was going to be. Everything's fixed properly. You feel comfortable that the repairs that were done were actually needed because you saw them firsthand. And I always recommend to my clients, hey, if you're close to the shop, come on down. I'd love to show you. Let's walk around the car. I want to demonstrate everything that needs to be done to you. I want to tell you why. I might do a comparison and show you a clean air filter against a dirty air filter if you don't understand that. I love doing these types of demonstrations for my clients. I want you to see exactly what you're getting. Like I said, full transparency is the best way to move about this industry. I wish everybody did it, and I wish the clients would take more time to come into the shop and take a look at these things because it really makes our job easy when we can do that for you. Okay, the fourth item on my list. This is basically just inspecting to make sure that the work that we've said we've done has actually been performed. Now this task might be a little bit difficult for you. You may not understand exactly what we did to your car. You may not know where these components are located. That's okay. You don't have to be an expert. You ask to talk to the technician that worked on the car, have the service advisor walk out to the car with you, show you what was done. Maybe you had a new alternator and a new belt put in your car. Have them open the hood for you. Show you where the new alternator is. It should be shiny. Show you where the new belt is, okay? These are simple steps you can take to make sure that you're getting what you paid for. Another thing I like to do for my clients, I save all the old parts. Okay, until you've picked up your car, everything's sitting on the shelf here waiting for you. When you come in to pick up your car, I love to bring you out and show you the parts that we replaced. If it's possible, I like to show you what was wrong with it. And this way you have full transparency. You understand exactly what we did to your car. You feel comfortable that we actually put the parts on. It's never too much to ask us to see those things, explain them, to show you whatever you need done. In addition to that, I would ask you to make sure your car is performing properly when you pick it up. You know, drive it down the road, make sure everything feels great, looks great. Check for spots in your car, and maybe the mechanic left a grease spot on your steering wheel by accident or something. You know, those are things you can look at as soon as you get in your car. Do a little walk around, make sure everything is to your satisfaction before you go home. If there's something that we messed up on there, I can tell you I'm guilty of it. I've left a spot on a car or two in my day. Just ask us to clean it up. We've got special products for that. We're going to take care of that for you right away. We really want you to have a great experience. Most of these things are definitely not intentional. We really try hard to go through this stuff and make sure that when you pick up your car, it's 100% dialed in and ready for you, looking great, operating great. That's our goal. That's our mission. Nobody's perfect, but we sure try hard, and I know a lot of the other shops out there in this industry that are doing a great job are really trying hard for you as well. Just go ahead and make sure you ask for that assistance on the way out the door. Fifth step on my list here. This one seems fairly simple. It's basically just building a relationship with your mechanic or your service advisor. This goes a really long way to making sure that you have an amazing experience every time you come to the auto shop. Get to know the guy that's working on your car, get to know the girl that's working on your car, get to know your service advisor, get to know them both if you can. You may not always get the same person when you come into the shop, but you can certainly get to know all the people in there. Having a relationship with somebody is a tremendous benefit to you and to us. Take the time to learn some names. Take the time to talk to a couple of people when you drop off your car. Take the time to talk to the technician when you pick up the car. You'll get a lot of valuable insight. They're always happy to share that information with you. You know, we do a big project on your car. We love to talk about it. I mean, if you think about it like this, if we spent 30 hours working on your car, rebuilding the engine, we got a lot of time invested in your car, and we're going to be extremely proud of the work that we've done. We're going to want to display that to you. We're going to want to talk about all the things that we've done. We want to give ourselves a little bit of a pat on the back, so don't be afraid to build that relationship with your mechanic. We want to tell you all about what we did, and we want you to feel great about it. We're feeling good about it. And this is one of the keys to success, having a great experience at the auto repair shop. I'd also tell you to make sure that you get any follow-up information before you leave. If you have some maintenance that's coming up on it, I know I touched on this before, but any kind of maintenance coming up or anything, you want to be able to plan ahead for that. If you're communicating well with your service advisor and he's communicating well with you, or she is communicating well with you, it goes a long way so that you understand some things are coming in the future that you'll be able to budget for, okay? All part of that relationship package I'm talking about. All right, I couldn't leave here without giving you another bonus tip. This one's going to be number 6 on the list, and this one's going to sound silly, super important secret for you. Mechanics love to eat. Just bring us a treat. Hey, if you have your favorite recipe, we got clients all the time. They've got this family recipe. They make the best tamales, you name it, whatever it is. You love to bake a cake, cookies, cupcakes, pretty much any junk food. If you bring us in a little treat, it goes a really, really long way to that relationship building, okay? I know it seems really simple and kind of stupid. We love those kinds of things. It just lets us know that you appreciate the hard work we put into your car. You know, you're not going to Starbucks and somebody whipped you up a coffee, and they took them 2 minutes and they put the coffee on the thing, and then you give them a $5 tip. When I tell you that we're putting many, many, many hours of work into your vehicle, we're working really hard for you. Just a simple gesture goes a really long way. If you're really feeling frisky, go ahead and drop them a little bit of a tip. Get $5, $10, $20. It doesn't have to be a lot. You're spending $5,000 for repair. The guy's worked on your car for 40 hours. You know, it's okay. We don't expect tips, but if you drop 20 bucks in the guy's pocket, the girl's pocket, whoever's working on your car, it goes a super long way. We just know that you appreciate the fact that we did this work for you. We want you to understand how much work we put into the car as well. And not that we expect any compensation, but these little gestures go a really long way into solidifying that relationship. I can promise you one thing. If you brought me some cupcakes, next time you show up the door, I'm going to be the first one looking for your car. That's going to wrap up this section. I hope you found these 6 tips extremely useful, extremely helpful. I can all but promise you, if you follow all this advice, you're going to have amazing auto repair experience. It means you found the right shop, they're reputable, they do quality work, they're certified, they don't have a bad history, they're going to be there long term if something happens to your car. You're going to have mechanics and service advisors that care about your vehicle. They're going to be doing their best work for you, and then you're going to follow it up by building that great relationship and letting them know you appreciate them. It's really simple, really simple. Just follow the steps, you're going to have an awesome experience, and you're going to find somebody that you really like working with for the long term. Really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. I've got plenty more right here. Take a look at our next video. Appreciate you guys sticking with us at the OrtoTech Garage.